Hey, welcome back to Blooming Horizons. It's so good to see you. As you know, it is Friday, and on Fridays we like to get together, have some breakfast, and do some chit-chatting.
Chit-chat.
So, in the news recent, I don't know if you know, but they're eating your dogs and cats in some places. Did you know? No. No? Cristina, you don't want to talk? Anyway. It's bad out there, I guess. I guess it's bad out there. So I thought we could share about our animals. I'm excited to share. It's a picture of my animal. As you can see, she is beautiful. She brings us so much joy.
Face only a mother could love.
Only her dad could love, actually. I'm not a dog person. I'm not an animal person. I've tried a couple of times, and when we were getting this one, what did you say, Cristina?
I said, no, you are foreboding. We are all done with the pets. No more.
No more. I think I like the idea of it, but then when it's there, it's just another thing in this house that I have to take care of.
Even when you were single, it was a bad idea.
Yeah, it's a bad idea. So this isn't really my dog. It's my family's dog. It was concerning though. I'm not going to lie. When my husband picked this dog, because he picked it. So then he also picked me. So should I be concerned?
The heart wants what the heart wants.
That is so effed up, but it's okay. You gonna talk trash? Don't wait. Your day will come. That's okay.
But no. I think you have to tell the story.
Oh,
you got we picked the dog.
Okay.
We went to go get the dog.
Go get your muffin and tea.
Yes.
You are not ready. You are not ready
I
for
hope you
what
got
is
it.
about to unfold.
Because I need you to understand, this was a group effort. Her name's Cora. We went to go pick her up, thought we were picking her up, and she had just been spayed. So we had met her, and then we're going to go pick her up from being spayed. My husband goes in, he comes back out, and he looks shook. I mean, shook. And I was like, what's wrong? He was like he had his hands. I need you to know my husband's pretty dramatic. So he was like, I don't know what we're going to do. I'm like, what? He was like, I don't know. I cannot believe this. And I was like, oh my gosh, something's wrong with this dog. She didn't make it out. Like, that's terrible. And he was like, she's pregnant. I said, no, she's not. They are confused. She came today to get spayed. She actually was spayed today. Maybe they have the wrong dog. I think you're just confused. He was like, no. They say that she is pregnant, or they think she might be. They're pretty sure. So then we sat there for a while, like, do we take the dog or do we call the lady and she just comes to get this dog? We took the dog. We brought it home.
And then you had to decide. You had to make
And
some
then
hard choices.
I had to make some hard choices, okay? I had to make some hard choices because, of course, my husband just gave it to me. He was like, well, whatever you decide, I'm just going to support.
It's a woman's right to choose.
It's a woman's right to choose, I guess. So I'm talking through this and I was like, so listen, okay, I need you to understand that I support anybody's options here. I'm talking to this vet like this. I'm like, and my voice is shaking. I'm like, and I support you in whatever choice you make. If it's pro-life, pro not, I don't know. Whatever you want to do, you can do. And he was like, ma'am, it's fine. Just whatever you decide. I'm like, okay, well, I just can't let go of the puppies. I can't do it. Like, I know they're there. It feels wrong. I can't do it. So now we have a dog that is pregnant that we did not choose. And the dog is here.
But wait, there's more.
There's more. Oh my gosh, there's so much more. So then I went ahead and I got my YouTube license. I don't know, maybe you've gotten a YouTube license, but basically what that is that I went onto the YouTube and then I became a vet watching.
Maybe wait.
Yeah.
Maybe not a vet. Maybe like a dog midwife.
A dog midwife.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Thank you for getting me on track.
Yeah. Doula maybe. Not even fully certified midwife.
Really?
Doula.
You just keep demoting me though. Like, you see how you keep dropping me down?
Your license was entry level.
Okay.
I would say probably, producer.
You know what? Let me just tell my story because
put in more work.
You keep adding. Yeah, the producer was definitely a part of this. And so we both got our YouTube license. And so we're watching lots of videos. And I felt confident. We got all the things. I had little bands to go around their little wrists to know which dog was what. We are going to measure them every day. At no part did I start thinking about, like, where are these puppies going to go? Like, I was just very focused on my certification, my YouTube certification. So the day comes. She's hiding, which is a sign like they're about to have. Yeah. I'm not going to get into things that are leaking. It's just nasty. It was
natural and beautiful in the way of nature.
And drippy.
Yep. Yeah. And so my beautiful niece, Juliana, she came and stayed with me for like 4 days because we just knew she was about to have this baby. Then she's like, she's not having it. So then she left. And then, of course, that night she leaves. We're having the baby. So she comes back and then we're there and we're like helping the babies come out. Like it's a whole thing. And we're like sucking the stuff out of their mouth. Y'all. But don't worry, I was prepared because of my YouTube A certification. Okay, granted, I kind of gagged a little bit most of the time, and Juliana did a lot of that work and snuffed all the things out. But I was there, and I supported it. And so then, maybe a year before that, we had made plans to go to Disney World. And can you watch the dog while we're gone? I asked my sweet, sweet sister, Cristina. I asked her, and she said, of course, yeah.
I can watch a dog.
Anyway, so we have these puppies. Literally a month later, we're going to Disney World. So all 7 of them and the dog went to her house for 10.
We're talking baby
10,
gates,
12 days.
heat lamps,
all the things. And so I'm going to let her tell the story because they were maybe not even a week old, actually. I want to say
they were like a couple weeks.
Because we're starting to get concerned because she hadn't gotten her YouTube A certification yet, that she might have to have delivered these puppies while I was gone. Yeah. So she was really stressed. They were really little. They went over to her house. And while I'm gone, I call the check-in. She's like, everything's going great. So
the whole time you were gone, you knew everything was great.
Everything was great. So what was really happening?
So we moved the puppy installation into my house. And I need you to know that currently my job consisted of running an in-home preschool. So I have 4 or 5 people under 6 coming to my home daily. And now I have 6 puppies coming to my home daily. 7 puppies living in my home. I have my own 2 dogs who are interestingly were male dogs and wanted absolutely nothing to do. So we've got sweet Cora. We have the puppies. The little preschoolers are loving this sort of Montessori experience, holding these little puppies. Maybe we can insert some pictures I have. They're adorable, super adorable. But mommy doggy does not really dig being a mommy doggy, so she wants some free time. She would like to walk away from her puppies occasionally, as we all do, right? But we have to let her out to go potty and that kind of stuff. So then but I need you to understand that just like all mommies, things had moved around on the inside and we're still recovering. So I need you to understand she was... The poo was not solid, and a lot of it,
and she couldn't control her bowels.
Control it. Yeah. So you would let her out to go potty, and then let her out to eat, and just kind of give her a break from the puppies. But then she was pooping all over my house, and not like somebody putting just put a whole bunch of water and some kinetic sand. Yeah. Yeah. On top of, I had to make her food.
You were making her food. She couldn't eat the dry.
And so the whole time my sisters got, I'm like, no, the puppies are great. Everything's
lying
great.
To me, y'all.
My husband is losing his mind. Oh, you were back. And then Brian was like, yeah, except the dog. It was all everywhere. And she was like, what? I was like, shh. We're not talking about it.
She was never going to tell me, y'all.
Because she was on vacation. She was already stressed. Yeah. You were kind of starting to understand you were having some health things going on. And, sometimes part of sisterhood is just is everything okay in there? Yeah, it's great. But really you have this person's new baby and they've just pooped all the way up their back and there's poop out. And you're just like, no, we're fine. You know what I mean? You keep the baby overnight for the first time and they're like, did the baby sleep at all? You're like, yeah, they were angels. Perfect. You haven't slept in 8 hours. Do you know what I mean? It's just one of those things. You lie for the mental benefit of your sister in arms, right? Yeah. So we survived it. Cora's here. The puppies all found.
They all,
places. One of them stayed at my house.
One of them is at her house. And Here's a picture of this sweet lovely. Her name's
Penelope.
Her name's Penelope, but what does Penelope like to do?
I think my kids broke her by playing with a laser beam when she was a puppy. Like, I think it just kind of, something in her brain just went, and so yeah, she chases shadows and will like lick the floor for like hours if you let her, just dragging her tongue on the floor, the wall, the patio, chews on the walls, down the corners, tries to eat them.
Does anyone else have a dog like that?
Please. We've tried the squirt gun.
Okay.
Is that working?
That is working to break it. It breaks. You know, like she'll start to be like at the wall, and you're like, she's like, ah, and she runs away. And now we can kind of make the noise, like Penny, hey, and she's like, ah. So I don't know if it's better or worse, but so that's helping. But she's a sweet baby. She's a sweet girl, but
She's a little out
she's
there,
a little
though.
Not right in the noggin.
She came from Cora, so.
And Lord knows what else. I think there's Chihuahua there. I think she has some Chihuahua in her.
We'll show you some pictures of all the puppies, but we think Cora, she was out there in the streets, y'all. She was. And then come to find out, because she had Chihuahuas, and then some of them came out like big dogs.
Some of them are big.
And she's little, but then, so I think
which we didn't know was possible. We didn't know that you could have multiple fathers.
You can have multiple fathers
of puppies,
which is something new. I did not know.
Learned something new today. The more you
You're
know.
welcome. So what about your other dog that, has, older?
I have 2 geriatric dogs that are geriatric in different ways. My Timmy is perfect. He's my little angel. He's our first little baby. He's pretty great. He sheds. That's his,
I hate it.
The shedding is terrible, but everything else he's great. And then we inherited a dog from my grandparents when they passed, and he's great, but he's old, but he is in diapers 24/7 now. But then he'll stop and he'll look at you, and then he pees, and he's watching you while he's peeing. You're like, dude, number one, uncalled for and so rude. And number two, what's happening here? He doesn't bark to go out anymore. Now I think he's also has grown accustomed to just peeing in his diaper.
Ugh.
He's like, yeah, all right. He doesn't bark to go out. Yeah. But he will. He's like a petty peer. He will. I think he's just being petty, and he's just like. So yeah, the dog situation is a little out of control at my house currently. They're all sweet in their own time and place. But and I think Buster has started leaving little Tootsie Rolls. I think when he
Not the tasty kind. This is not trick-or-treating, people.
and I think just literally exerted himself, stood up, just physically
It's a little Tootsie.
just his little muscles contracted, I guess, when he stood up to go someplace else.
Horrible.
This is my life.
Well, and what's so funny is bless it, she went and said, I'm going to get someone to come and clean all my carpets and my couches.
Had the black light. And you just, sometimes it's better not to know. Sometimes it's just better to live in ignorance. Because once you have knowledge, you can't unhave that knowledge.
She said, Neadra, I just want to throw everything out.
He was like, no, ma'am, it's fine. This isn't the worst I've seen. I can't even tell you. Oh my God. It was terrible. Because we had a puppy and a geriatric dog. And we have gray carpet. So it doesn't, if they don't pee on the tile, you don't necessarily know it's happening. There'd be a spot and then dot, 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 dot. And he's like, oh no, that's the male dog. It kind of tinkles as they're done walking away. And then I found out that my house was just one big pee pad. It was very disappointing.
Good story. That's a really good story. So Lilla-Marie, with all of that, Lilla-Marie recently got a new dog.
Yeah.
And it was surprising.
To be clear, he is a puppy in his head. He's about a year old. But it wasn't last minute, but it was just boom. It came on the scene. Yeah, for everyone on the outside of my brain, probably.
Yes.
But his name was Florence. He's named after a band that's not one that I listen to. But anyway, he's
Here's
big.
a picture of him.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And he's
So
big and
cute.
fluffy, and he actually came. We adopted him. He came from a hoarding house, and he was malnourished. Like he didn't really know how to chew food very well. He still smacks like a lot, and he didn't even know how to walk up and down stairs. Like when I brought him in, he looked at the stairs like, how do I get down there where you are? So my other dog, Addie Rose, she was not happy about his arrival, but I think she was already surrendered to the fact that he was coming in. So I didn't know it at the time, but she was getting up and she went up the stairs and back down, showing him how you work a stairs. But he barks and he's getting better. His job right now is to sit on the love seat in the living room and patrol who is coming up and down the street and to, make sure that they know, hey, this house, you can't come here. You can't come here.
Good job.
Just in case. So he's a lot of fun. He has zoomies at least twice a day before he passes out.
And
but
he's a big dog.
he is. He's a big dog. Addie Rose, she has some social awkwardness and anxiety. And so the way that they play is that if she's not playing, she like tries to bite him. If she's playing, she just barks and bares her teeth while he runs in front of her back and forth and then stops to bark to try to get her to play. And that's the extent of it. So they have a strange little relationship. But I like dogs a lot.
Florence.
Like he has an anxiety vest and like his little compression.
I'm so sorry. Lilla-Marie, did you say you got the dog an anxiety vest?
A
Where do
weighted
you
vest?
Is that you got that on Amazon? They're called dog anxiety vests.
This one,
You can go to the store.
yeah, I got it at the store, but because he was afraid of everyone. Like there were only a couple of people in the house, 2 or 3. We have 6 that he wouldn't like growl at. So he's hyper vigilant. Like he was afraid, but he was afraid like he'll grab and he'll growl and act out. So I was just trying to. I also got him some little hemp chewies to kind of make him happy.
Well, a lot of dogs are like afraid of storms. So the weighted thing I know is not new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a couple of times he's actually gone to where it is and brought it to me to put it on him. He's asked for it.
Really?
He's rotten. He's so happy with it. I don't know who did the spoiling, but
Yeah. Okay, let's put up a picture again. We're going to put that picture up.
okay.
Now, do you see that his eyes are 2 different colors?
Yeah, they are. Mhm.
It's so cool.
Yeah, and he has these long like bangs too, and I had trimmed them back because I was like, buddy, how many fingers do I have? Can you see them? Because like they were so
And what do you
long.
say? Like, what are you doing?
He was like, I can't see any of
He
them.
was getting a
He
little
was like,
Justin Bieber teenage hair flip.
Yeah, they are. And so he has some kind of condition on the blue one where it doesn't really, it's super sensitive. And so it'll like, he has to close his one eye if he's outside and it's bright. And he'll just stand there with his one eye closed.
So you're telling me the baby needs sunglasses.
He does. And a bow tie.
So, please leave some pics of your dogs or your cats
Or other pets.
or other pets. Yeah, you
We
got
have a
some
friend
cool
with
pets.
geckos
Yeah.
and birds. And
They lost that
snakes.
gecko for a couple of days, and then they started smelling something weird, and they thought it had died somewhere up in there.
Okay.
Nope, it popped back up.
And
there
Neadra
it
will
was.
not interact with the gecko.
Absolutely not. Bloomies, listen. Please like and subscribe and comment. It really, really helps our channel. We are a growing channel, and if you like what you see, come be a part of it.
Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks.
fun.
Remember, let's grow as we go.